Alright, clubbers, so this week our focus is abs, and I'm going to show you a couple of ab exercises that you can do. Your abs are basically your stomach, and your stomach and your back, this area is called your core. It's called your core because it is the center of your body, and you really use it in a lot more ways than you realize. We know when we're using our arms, we know when we're using our legs, but your core holds you up. It allows you to, move all around and do all of the things. And so having a stronger core can be really beneficial for your wellness. Now, I do ab exercises differently than a lot of people. And part of that reason is because we tend to have, as little people, we tend to have more back issues, and sometimes when you're working on your core, you can actually strain your neck and your back. And I also find that these moves that I like to do are more effective than the typical crunches or sit-ups. So the first one is going to be side bends. So you're going to stand straight up, feet shoulder width apart, and you're going to put your arms at your side. And throughout this whole exercise, you'll want to make sure that you are tightening your stomach. And the best way to do that, if you're not sure, is to just suck it in. Just suck it in and hold it as much as you can while maintaining your breathing. So tighten your stomach and bend over as far as you can. Now you'll want to make sure that you are bending over straight. You aren't bending over like that, because that is where you're going to really engage these side ab muscles, and you'll feel it stretch. If you don't feel it stretch, then suck it in tighter and bend over further. Go slow. This is not a back and forth move. This is a slow and deliberate move. And so chest up, shoulders back, and just suck it in and bend over like that. So we'll do 15 of those, and you really should feel it right along in here and also a little bit down here, because that's part of your ab muscles as well. So again, you're going to want to stand straight up and do it from side to side. Don't bend over, don't bend back. And running your hand alongside your leg can help keep you in alignment. So you want to do 15 of those. The next thing is going to be a bending over exercise, and for this you can either do it with weights or without weights. If you find that it's too easy, then holding 2 dumbbells in your hands can make it a little bit more challenging for you. So what you're going to do is stand with feet shoulder width apart again, and you're going to bend over like that. And you're essentially you're crossing over and touching your leg with the opposite hand. And again, just sucking in your stomach, holding on to that real tight, and going slow while you do it, because slow and deliberate is really where the magic happens with all exercises, but especially with ab exercises. So just do 15 of those, and you'll feel that in your back as well as in your abs. I hope that you can hear me over the planes. So you're really mimicking a sit-up, except you're not straining your neck and your shoulders and your back to do it, because you have a lot more stability and control this way. And again, really focusing on holding your stomach in while you do it, being slow when you do it, not bending over real quick and feeling like it's a race, because that is really where you're going to be engaging those muscles and causing them to develop. And then lastly, I'm going to show you 2 exercises that I have to lay down for. So hopefully that works. Whew, that was a struggle. All right. So for these exercises, you're going to be using your legs, because that is going to really engage the lower part of your stomach. So laying down flat and point your toes and lift your legs up and down, and then bend them up and down, and that's 1. So we're going to do 15 of those. Again, really sucking in your core, really being intentional with your movements, and just squeezing your stomach muscles and feeling that burn. Whew. And that, like I said, works on your lower abdomen, which can be a really hard place to strengthen and tone. You can also feel it in your lower back as well. So you want to do 15 of those. And then lastly, we'll lay down flat on our backs with our hands to our side and point our toes out, and we're going to do flutter kicks. And that is going to require us to really hold tight, lift your legs up, and kick. But notice how the bottom leg does not touch the ground. You keep your toes pointed and suck in your gut. And we're going to do 15 of those. And you will feel that in your thighs as well, but it does, if you're able to really engage that lower muscle and tighten it, then it really does help with that as well. Whew. So those are, there we go. So those are your ab workouts for this week. So it's going to be the side bends, it's going to be the bend overs, it's going to be the leg lifts and bends, and then the flutter kicks. Again, your ab muscles are really an important part of your wellness, and they can be very hard to work on. And so being deliberate and intentional, really sucking in your stomach and holding tight to those muscles while you do each of the exercises, and just making sure that for the standing ones that your shoulders are back, you're standing up straight, to really engage that core as best as you possibly can. Go ahead and do 15 of each. I would suggest doing it 3 times. I would love to see you guys do that a couple times this week. I know that your extra credit thing is actually to walk twice this week, which is also a great exercise, but I would really love for you guys to do a little bit extra ab work as well. So I hope everybody's having a great week, and I love y'all, and talk to you soon.